I love this podcast because I get to interview guests like you to assist in my mission to get people unstuck. And so, as an entrepreneur, where's an area that you've been stuck, and how did you get unstuck?
Totally. Great question. And I think the biggest one is actually the next venture that we have going, which I call Colorado Watch Company. And like you said, we started Vortic Watch Company about 10 years ago, launched on Kickstarter late 2014. And the mission was to make a watch in America, like truly made in USA. And the only way we could do that is if we took antique American pocket watches and upcycled them or refurbished them and converted them into wristwatches. So that's what we do now. That's what's on vorticwatches.com. It's called a pocket watch conversion, 100-year-old pocket watch made in USA back then, turned into a wristwatch. Awesome product. We love it.
Yeah.
But we can't make very many. We make maybe 300 watches a year.
Yeah.
And we have to charge thousands of dollars for them because they're rare, they're hard to do. It's very difficult to make a watch in America. And so, we kind of hit a plateau and we got stuck. Me and Tyler talked about this tons and tons of times over the last, 3-4 years. And we decided that either we had to keep the business as it is and only make a few hundred watches a year and just be good with that and have a small business, or we needed to have a pivot or do something else. Yeah. And we came up with the idea of, and trying to get unstuck, of creating a whole separate business, a whole separate brand that we call Colorado Watch Company. And the new question we're asking, we launch on Kickstarter September 26th here in a couple weeks. And the new question we ask is, can we make a watch as much in America as possible, but fully modern, something that'll last forever, and that starts at less than $1,000? And so that's our new venture, and that's how we're getting unstuck. Is a whole new brand and a second, like I call it, a sister company, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love what you're talking about. A couple of things. Well, one, I love your watches. I collected watches in kind of my early 20s, early 30s, and I love watches. What I love about your watches is that I actually have 2 pocket watches of my grandfather's that are about 100 years old. And and there's nothing I can really do with them except enjoy them for what they are. And so I love the whole philosophy of how you took them and you made watches. But I think, community, I just want to kind of point out and extract something that RT is talking about, which is really important in growing every business, is kind of having a set of anchor questions that you ask yourself as you're building your brand. It's really, really important. I don't think enough people take enough time consistently to really kind of backstop and anchor into those questions. So I appreciate that. That was great.